Good afternoon, everyone. Well, right now it's the afternoon, but by the time you guys see this video, it'll probably be sometime tonight. But happy Friday. Had a pretty long night last night. We had a little Wong Fu Christmas party that went to about like 2 a.m. or so. Well, for me at least. Some people still kept hanging out, but Friday's today. Most people have the day off, enjoying the holiday, but today I am running errands. I woke up at around 9:30 today. Quick run to Home Depot because we're doing some reorganizing at the office. Picked up some new shelving to, kind of make things a little more efficient with our organization. And but I'm actually in downtown right now, specifically the toy district, because I'm doing another run for my grandparents. My grandparents own a little store, a little like general merchandise store down in San Diego that they've had since the 80s. And ever since I was a kid, I would come up to LA, to Chinatown, to downtown with my mom and my brothers, and we load up the minivan of all the merchandise because all the wholesalers are up here. I wanted to vlog today, especially because it actually might be one of the last times I'm doing something like this, because I think they're finally considering retiring. They've hung on to the store this far just because they really do love it, and they love the community that they're in, and it's getting to a point to where they're getting older and more tired, and so these kind of trips are becoming less and less frequent. And also these areas are just kind of gentrifying at kind of a slow pace, but especially Chinatown has been recently gentrifying pretty fast. But I'm here for my first pickup. I gotta move some cones. I'll be back. Sorry about that. I had to get some cones moved so I can park my truck, but this is the toy district. It's not the prettiest location in town, but it's my first pickup. Well, my second pickup of the day. My first pickup from my grandparents. But so yeah, a lot of times my mom will come up to town and we'll meet up, and I'll meet with her in Chinatown and downtown. I'll help her do the pickups because it's not like the safest area for like a little old Asian woman, not old, but a little Asian woman to come and like do these pickups by herself. But a lot of times, like she knows everybody in the community, so a lot of times they're really helpful with her. But I try to, make myself available to come help her as much as I can. But this time I'm doing the pickups on my own because I'm gonna be heading down to San Diego tomorrow to go stay with the family for the holiday. So, here's my pickup. Yeah, it's good. It's a good time to for me to kind of spend some time with my mom. A lot of times we'll go out to lunch, go out to dinner when she's in town, and we'll do these pickups. It's a good little like bonding experience. Sometimes my brothers come up to help. But yeah, my mom helps out my grandparents a lot because they gotta stay and man the store. But if you guys are familiar with LA's geography, you know that like the toy district, the flower district, and the fashion district are all neighboring with what's known as Skid Row, which is where a lot of the homeless population ends up. And it's not the safest place, so I always kind of feel uneasy when my mom comes out here alone. So I'm happy to do these pickups for her because it means that she doesn't have to come out here by herself. Even though she can do it, she's plenty confident. I didn't vlog too much this morning. I don't know. I find that a lot of times when I run errands and stuff, it's kind of a method of meditation for me. I feel like everything's a method of meditation. So anyway, yeah. So like a lot of times I just like to sit in the silence and just kind of not think too much. But now I realize that I didn't shoot anything today, so that's why I'm kind of trying to catch up. Trying to get as much done as I can before the year ends as far as like cleaning, organizing. So once we start the new year, it'll be starting fresh. We'll feel like reinvigorated and not have to like feel like we need to catch up. A lot of it's just kind of, cleaning, organizing, decluttering, getting rid of things that we're not using. Like putting things we're not using back in storage, because one big philosophy I have is like physical clutter is just as important as like or clearing physical clutter is just as important as clearing like mental clutter, if that makes sense. Because I feel like I can't concentrate knowing that like things are a mess or things are unorganized. So it's a way of clearing my mind through physical activity, if that makes sense. So if building some shelves helps with that, then that's what I'll do. It's probably like OCD a little bit. Actually, it's probably a lot of OCD. But I find relaxation in that kind of stuff. I find relaxation in like building furniture and like making things functional. I like making things functional. Function over form. So one thing you guys probably realized, you guys being my viewers, my friends, my family, a lot of people tell me that I work too much, or I always seem like I'm working. And I've been thinking about that a little bit, and the thing is, I feel like I'm always working because I truly am really passionate about what I do, and I enjoy it. So it's almost like the more I can work, the better, because I feel like I'm accomplishing something. So it is pretty tough for me to kind of relax and like, you know, enjoy a party atmosphere or a social environment, because I'm always thinking about, you know, what's next. And sometimes that like separates me from other people that are like more social, more outgoing, because a lot of times like I don't know what to talk about. It's always tough for me to be in like big social environments. One, I'm constantly thinking about like what I can do to take care of people and make sure that they're safe and having a good time. And I always prioritize that before myself. It's like my enjoyment comes from seeing other people enjoy themselves. So whatever I can do to make that happen, the better. So I want to make sure that people are safe, that any obstacles in their way are taken care of, because I get enjoyment out of that. That's how I like to party. I like to party by, I'm trying to block the sun, but it's not working. Oh, here we go. But yeah, and then also like my whole hearing disability makes it very challenging to have like group discussions in these like big environments. I can have like one-on-one discussions if I position myself correctly, but a lot of times when there's music playing, when there's a lot of chit-chat going around, it's hard to kind of single out a conversation. Like sometimes it can get exhausting, like trying to maintain that concentration. A lot of times I have people repeat themselves, and I get a little bit insecure about that, about my deafness. So it makes me not want to have conversations, because I feel like it's like a chore for other people to try to keep up with me. So it's a little insecurity, and maybe I'm overthinking it, and maybe people don't even notice. I think for the most part, nobody really realizes. They maybe just think I'm quiet or to myself, which is more or less true, but it's, you know, it's due to that. So I hope when I cut this vlog, there's at least some continuity of some sort. Damn, I just made another wrong turn, but it's not gonna faze me. It's not gonna faze me, because now I look at the bright side. I'm gonna explore a little bit. I also do like driving, just in general. I think it's fun. I've always liked driving. I always love playing video games and like following all the traffic rules. Even though they're like racing games. Like, you guys ever play like Midnight Club? I would play like Midnight Club, and I would stop at like the red lights and everything. It was fun, all the stop signs. But I also like the game Crazy Taxi, where you just kind of drive wherever. Yeah, the thing about Chinatown is it's gentrifying pretty quick, and it's sad to see some of these these old buildings I used to visit as a child kind of just get repurposed, and all these families that have been here for a long time now have to close up shop and think of something else to do. There's a lot of history here, a lot of places me and my brothers would kind of run around and go check out. All the bootleg DVDs, so many bootleg DVDs. That's how we watched a lot of movies. Alright, gotta go real quick for my next pickup. It's one of the swap meets in Chinatown. Used to run around here as a kid. But today I have work to do. Cool. All stocked up with a bunch of blankets. Time to get back before the traffic eats me alive. Actually, I think this is probably it for today's vlog, because after this I'm just gonna pick up some office supplies and then head back to the office and start building those shelves. But this is pretty much it. Kind of a look into some other stuff that I do outside of work, family stuff. Thanks for watching again. I'm gonna do another Q&A probably sometime tomorrow. I think tomorrow will be a Q&A day, because I still have a lot of questions that Jasper collected for me. So this one's been long enough. I will see you guys tomorrow.